Captain Aaron Vale stood on the observation deck of the human warship Dauntless, staring at the swirling blue and green of the newly discovered planet below. It was uncharted, but reports from nearby sensors had flagged a peculiar energy signature. The human military command had sent him to investigate, not knowing what kind of life might inhabit the planet. Aaron had faced danger before from rogue mercenaries and asteroid storms, but something about this mission felt different. He adjusted his uniform and tapped a sequence on the control panel. The ship's AI, Lyra, responded instantly. Captain Vale, the planet's energy readings are fluctuating. It appears sentient, but the pattern is unlike anything catalogued. That's a first. Keep scanning, Lyra. I want to know if there's a civilization down there before we even consider landing. A structure, massive and circular, radiated energy similar to a starship engine, but anchored firmly on the planet's surface. That's where we're going, Aaron said to himself, excitement creeping into his voice. He called his crew together. Lieutenant Mara Jin, the ship's communications expert, raised an eyebrow. Sir, that energy spike could be dangerous. We don't know if it's defensive or active. Non-hostile first, aggressive only if attacked. When the shuttle touched down, the air was thick and slightly electric, making his skin tingle. Mara activated her field scanner and a soft hum filled the cabin. The energy source is close, sir, about a kilometer ahead. The surface gleamed in colors that seemed impossible, constantly shifting like liquid metal. Embedded in the center was a dome that pulsed with golden light. The air felt alive, charged with intelligence. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the dome. It was humanoid, but taller and more elegant than any human. Its skin shimmered faintly with silver patterns, and its eyes were deep violet, glowing softly. Aaron froze. The alien raised a hand, and a voice echoed directly in his mind. Human, you come to our planet willingly. Few humans are brave enough to arrive uninvited. Most come with warships ready to fire. You come seeking understanding. Then it moved aside, revealing a smaller figure beside it, a young alien much like the first but with a restless energy about her. She had bright green-tinged skin and golden eyes that darted around curiously as though the world itself excited her. This one is Arya, the elder alien said. She is a scout full of questions, eager to see the universe beyond. She has been preparing for centuries to meet travelers like you. If your intentions are true, she will accompany you. I want adventure. She is not a reward in the way your people think, but a partner, a student, an ally, a friend. She will travel with you and share her knowledge and in turn learn from your world. I will not waste this opportunity. Captain, this civilization's technology, it's centuries ahead of ours. Imagine what we could learn. It will serve you well. But the elder alien warned them before they departed. Beyond this planet lies challenges that will test humans in ways you cannot predict. You must act with courage, wisdom, and respect. The universe watches not only your weapons, but your choices. Do not fail. I promise. The stars stretched before them, endless and full of possibilities. And Aaron Vale, human soldier, felt the thrill of discovery, knowing that the universe had just opened a door, and he had chosen to walk through it with honor, curiosity, and a newfound ally by his side. The shuttle broke through the planet's atmosphere and rejoined the Dauntless. Inside, Arya's eyes sparkled as she looked around the human ship, fascinated by the difference in design, sound, and energy. Your ships, they are crude compared to my homeworlds, yet there is strength in them, she said, her voice soft but precise. There is ingenuity here that machines alone cannot explain. Humans make up for what we lack in elegance with determination and adaptability. Every challenge we face forces us to invent, improvise, and survive. It amazes me that you dare to explore, to fight, to seek what lies beyond the sky. Another way is that humans are stubborn enough to get themselves into trouble, and then somehow find a way out. She was not just an observer, she was learning, questioning, and challenging him. Already her presence pushed him to think differently, to be more thoughtful about every decision. The Dauntless's sensors began to pick up unusual signals. Aaron leaned over the console, narrowing his eyes at the readouts. Lyra, scan the quadrant. Something is out there, moving toward us at high speed. Let's see who or what we're dealing with. Yet the courage to speak boldly is interesting. State your intentions clearly, or we will treat you as intruders. We do not wish to engage in conflict. Remember, humans often succeed where others fail because they act with courage and heart. From the viewports, Aaron could see figures aboard, humanoid but taller with elongated limbs and luminous eyes. A docking sequence initiated, and the human crew braced themselves as the alien vessel's airlock aligned with the Dauntless. Arya's eyes widened. They are highly disciplined. Notice how every movement is precise. They are not just a species. They are a society perfected in strategy and control. We have monitored your approach. Few humans dare enter the quadrant. Your courage and honesty are noted. She is free to speak and act as she wishes. We can learn from them, perhaps gain insight that no human has ever known. But we must prove ourselves, not with weapons, but with wisdom. The aliens observed their reactions to moral dilemmas, problem-solving, and cooperation under pressure. Arya translated and explained the nuances, helping the crew navigate cultural differences. One trial involved navigating a simulation of a collapsing star system. Aaron and his crew had to rescue a stranded alien research team using only limited resources. While the human crew used ingenuity and improvisation, Arya provided insight into alien physics, combining human adaptability with alien knowledge. Together, they succeeded. The alien leader watched silently, noting each decision. Humans, surprisingly resourceful. Your courage is evident, yet there is more to prove. A rogue alien faction threatened to disrupt the quadrant's trade routes. Aaron, Mara, and Arya had to mediate without escalating conflict. Using diplomacy, careful observation, and respect for alien customs, they managed to reach an agreement that avoided bloodshed. Arya's influence was invaluable. She explained subtle gestures, the importance of timing and communication, and even the rhythm of alien rhetoric, which humans would never instinctively understand. By combining human creativity with alien guidance, they succeeded where brute force would have failed. Finally, the delegation presented the crew with a challenge of strategy. A complex star map displayed countless trade routes, resource hubs, and potential conflicts. Aaron was asked to plan a mission that optimized safety, efficiency, and alliances. The test was not merely about logistics. It was a measure of foresight, ethics, and understanding of life beyond human experience. Aaron thought carefully, consulting with Arya and Mara. We must consider not only efficiency but also the consequences of our choices. Every action creates ripple effects. Protect the weak, preserve alliances, and maintain balance. See, Captain, I told you. Humans are remarkable not just for strength but for heart. You pass these trials because you act with courage, creativity, and respect. You earn our respect, and with respect comes opportunity. The Queen of our people has observed you. She values courage and wisdom. Soon you may meet her and learn what true partnership between species can achieve. Your bravery has opened doors. The humans shared their own knowledge, their tactics, and their ideas for exploration and diplomacy. Slowly, a bond formed between the two species, one built on mutual respect, curiosity, and a shared desire to explore the universe peacefully. Finally, the day came for the audience with the Queen. Aaron adjusted his uniform, feeling a mixture of excitement and apprehension. Arya stood beside him, calm but alert. "Remember, Captain," she said, "the Queen will judge not only your courage but your understanding. Show her that humans can be allies, not conquerors." As they entered, Aaron could feel the weight of history, the presence of intelligence far beyond human experience. The Queen awaited, radiant and commanding, her gaze piercing yet welcoming. Aaron felt his heart steady. This was what humans did best, face the unknown with courage, integrity, and ingenuity. And with Arya as a guide and partner, he was ready to meet whatever challenge awaited. The doors opened, and the first audience with the Queen of an alien civilization began. Humanity's reputation in the stars was about to be tested, and for the first time, Aaron Vale felt the true weight and wonder of the universe resting in his hands. The palace doors opened with a soft hum of energy, revealing a hall that stretched farther than Aaron's eyes could follow. Light refracted through crystal pillars, casting patterns across the floor that seemed to move like living water. The air vibrated with subtle energy, and Aaron felt a deep hum resonate in his chest, as if the building itself acknowledged his presence. Arya walked beside him, her steps quiet and graceful, yet her excitement was palpable. "Captain," she whispered, "the Queen can sense your intentions as much as she can see you. Every thought, every gesture, it will matter." She was taller than any human, yet her form was elegant and poised. Her skin glowed faintly, shifting in shades of blue and gold, and her eyes held a depth that made Aaron feel as if she could see straight into his soul. Aaron stepped forward. Your Majesty, I am Captain Aaron Vale of the human fleet. We come in peace, seeking understanding and partnership. I speak for humanity. We do not seek to conquer, only to learn and share, and to prove that humans can act with honor and integrity in the galaxy. They have shown courage, compassion, and cleverness in all trials. Only then will I know if your species can truly be a partner to ours. You and your companion will choose one faction to engage first, mediate the conflict, and ensure no lives are lost. You will have guidance from the young scout and the tools available to humans. Succeed, and the path to partnership opens. Fail, and your species will be watched closely but barred from collaboration. Not by force, but by careful planning and understanding. Arya, what can you tell me about these factions? And the smaller ones. If we can unite them with the Zethari, we may prevent bloodshed and prove our worth. When they were ready, Aaron initiated contact with the Caliph fleet. Their response was immediate and aggressive, demanding to know why humans had entered their space. Aaron spoke calmly. I come in peace. We seek to understand, to negotiate, and to prevent conflict. There is a greater threat to the stability of your quadrant. Cooperation is necessary for survival. He relied on Arya's insights to anticipate their responses, choosing his words with care. Slowly, the Caliph commander's expression shifted from suspicion to cautious interest. Arya whispered, your tone, your reasoning, they respect it. Honor matters to them. Continue to show strength of mind rather than strength of arms. Their ships appeared suddenly, darting through space like living predators. Aaron and Arya needed a new approach. Using a combination of human strategy, alien insight, and careful diplomacy, they created a scenario that appealed to the Zethari's desire for advantage without conflict. They set up simulations showing how cooperation with the Caliph and humans would benefit them, while unilateral aggression would lead to losses. It took time, patience, and several tense hours, but eventually the Zethari agreed to a cautious alliance. Aaron smiled at Arya. We did it! Both factions united without a single shot fired. You use your heart and mind together, not just machines or weapons. This is why I chose to travel with you. This is why you succeed. The Queen's presence returned to their minds, her voice echoing with approval. Captain Vale, Scout Arya, you have demonstrated what few species can. You acted with bravery, wisdom, and honor. You united beings who would have destroyed each other, and you preserved lives without using violence. This is the mark of true partnership. You have earned not only respect, but opportunity. Thank you, Your Majesty. We will continue to act with integrity and courage in every mission. I have learned much from humans, as they have from me. Some will challenge you, some will aid you. Remember this day, for it is the day humans proved that they are not merely survivors. They are collaborators, thinkers, and heroes. But today you used it wisely. You turned stubbornness into strategy, courage into diplomacy. That is why the Queen respects you. I knew humans were clever, but this is beyond anything I expected. We negotiated peace across star systems without firing a shot, and we didn't even lose our tempers. Courage is useless without action. The galaxy was larger than humanity had ever imagined, full of challenges, mysteries, and allies yet to be discovered. But he knew one thing with certainty. Humans were capable of greatness, not through domination, but through courage, respect, and ingenuity. And with Arya by his side, there was no limit to what they could achieve together. The universe waited. And humanity, through Captain Aaron Vale, was ready to answer its call. The Dauntless drifted through the Solari quadrant, the stars stretching endlessly outside its reinforced glass viewports. Aaron Vale sat in the command chair, hands clasped together, eyes scanning the star map displayed before him. After the successful negotiations with the Caliph and the Zethari, humanity had earned respect. But Aaron knew the galaxy was vast, and respect could vanish as quickly as it appeared. Arya hovered nearby, her eyes bright as she studied alien charts projected from her wrist device. Captain, she said, her voice a mix of curiosity and excitement, the Queen has assigned us a mission. A sector on the edge of the quadrant is experiencing unexplained energy surges. These surges could destabilize trade routes and threaten multiple civilizations. It could be rogue factions or something entirely new. We don't know how aggressive the source might be. Fields of fluctuating energy crackled in the void, and strange, drifting shapes moved through them. Whatever this is, Arya said, It is not stationary, it reacts to our presence, it watches. I want to understand it before we engage. These entities, they are intelligent, but unlike anything I have encountered. Their minds may operate on a level we cannot easily comprehend. Lights flickered, alarms blared, and the ship's hull vibrated. "Brace!" Aaron shouted, gripping the console. A massive energy formation materialized in front of them. It resembled a living star, pulsating with color and motion, its edges curling like tendrils of liquid light. Aaron's jaw tightened. This was no weapon, no rogue ship. It was a sentient energy being. "It senses us," Arya whispered, awe in her voice. "It's studying our minds, our intentions." A voice, deep and resonant, echoed in their minds. "Humans, observers, you enter my domain. Why? Few dare approach without weapons. Few speak without deception. You are different. We act with thought and care. It reacts to emotion and intention. Stay calm, focused, and thoughtful. Do not rush." Arya translated subtle energy shifts, helping the crew understand how to navigate without aggression. As they reached the heart of the sector, the energy coalesced into a massive form, a towering figure of light and color. Aaron felt a hum resonate deep within him, a presence so vast it seemed to stretch beyond the shuttle, beyond the stars themselves. "You humans," the voice echoed, "seek balance where chaos reigns. You act with empathy, not dominance. Why do you risk yourselves for others? Few understand, fewer act. You show promise, but promise alone is not enough. Will you risk yourself further, knowing that failure could destroy you and those you seek to protect? We will face danger if it means protecting lives. We will act with integrity, intelligence, and bravery. That is what humanity strives for. Aid is granted should you need it. It is teaching us, guiding us safely through what could be deadly territory for those who act without respect or caution." Over the next several days, the crew studied the sector, learning how the energy beings functioned and how to predict the surges. They developed a system to stabilize the energy, redirecting dangerous fluctuations and preventing damage to nearby civilizations. Their success was not celebrated with cheers or medals. It was quiet, deliberate, and deeply satisfying. The Queen's voice echoed in their minds once more. "Captain Vale, Scout Arya, you have faced beings beyond physical form and emerged with wisdom intact. You have proven that courage coupled with empathy can navigate even the most unpredictable challenges. Humanity continues to impress. We will continue to act with care, Your Majesty. Humanity will strive to meet every challenge with thought, courage, and respect." In the vast darkness of space, amid dangers no human had ever faced, they had proven that humanity was more than strength and resilience. They were thinkers, caregivers, and problem-solvers capable of earning trust across the stars. As the Dauntless prepared to leave the sector, Aaron looked at the crew. "We've learned much here, but the galaxy is larger still. Many challenges await, and many civilizations will test us. We must be ready, not just with weapons, but with mind and heart. That is our greatest advantage. Not just by what we did, but by how we did it. Humans are capable of greatness, not through domination, but through understanding and courage. You exemplify that." Aaron Vale, human soldier, now felt the true weight of exploration, not as conquest, but as a test of character, courage, and intellect. And he knew, without doubt, that humanity was ready to meet the galaxy on its terms. The Dauntless drifted through the Solari quadrant, carrying its crew toward their final mission. A rendezvous with the Queen herself to report the stabilization of the energy sector and the peaceful unification of the rogue factions. Aaron Vale felt a weight of pride and responsibility, knowing that every choice he had made had led to this moment. The galaxy was vast, full of wonder and danger, and humanity had proven it could navigate the unknown not with conquest, but with courage, intellect, and respect. Arya floated beside him, her golden eyes glowing softly. "Captain, the Queen will want more than a report. She will test us once more. Perhaps not physically, not even politically, but in our capacity to lead, to inspire, and to act with moral clarity. Captain, sensors are picking up signs of an approaching fleet. Not the Caliph or the Zethari, but something unknown. Large, organized, and moving fast. They are highly coordinated, but their energy signatures are uneven, like a hive, yet fractured. It may be a species attempting to claim the quadrant by intimidation rather than understanding. Let's see if diplomacy can work where intimidation has failed. We act with integrity and courage. If you seek conflict, we will defend ourselves. but we hope you will choose understanding over aggression. Because life is valuable no matter the form. Courage is meaningless without purpose, and power is empty without morality. Humans act not for conquest, but for responsibility. Observe how we act, not with weapons, but with strategy, respect, and integrity. That is the measure of humanity. Slowly, the ships altered course, forming a perimeter rather than attacking. Their leader spoke again. You humans and your companions show potential. We will watch, but we do not engage. Your actions will determine whether your species is worthy of observation or removal. And we will not squander it. Captain Vale, Scout Arya, you have navigated challenges, united beings, and faced dangers that would have destroyed lesser species. You have acted with courage, wisdom, and morality. Yet your final test awaits, not against enemies, but against uncertainty itself. But the galaxy changes constantly. New dangers emerge. Alliances shift. The ability to lead, to adapt, and to inspire others in the face of unknown threats is the ultimate measure of a species. You must demonstrate your capacity to do so, not through combat, but through vision and integrity. Your chance to show that humanity is not only brave, but capable of guiding others wisely. It's time to show leadership beyond immediate challenges. Not for glory, but for responsibility, for understanding, and for the future of countless lives. You will have limited resources, limited information, and the judgment of countless civilizations observing you. Your choices will define the role of humans in the galaxy. Arya spoke, Captain, the solution requires more than planning. You must inspire trust, demonstrate fairness, and act decisively where hesitation could cause loss. Humans excel at this when hearts and minds are aligned. Every decision must reflect our values, courage, morality, and wisdom. Myra and the crew coordinated communications, relayed messages, and ensured that no faction felt excluded or threatened. At one point, a sudden crisis occurred. A rogue fleet attempted to sabotage a critical energy hub, threatening thousands of lives. Eren acted instantly, coordinating defensive maneuvers while simultaneously offering the fleet an alternative, a chance to redirect their actions for mutual benefit. The fleet hesitated, observing his calm determination, then accepted. A potential disaster was avoided without a single shot fired. The Queen observed silently, her presence immense yet subtle, as humans continued to navigate crisis after crisis. Each choice reflected a balance of logic and empathy, courage and restraint. Arya's guidance amplified their effectiveness, ensuring that cultural and biological differences were respected. Finally, after hours of intricate coordination and problem-solving, the simulation stabilized. The quadrant was secure, factions were united under agreements, and emergent threats were neutralized peacefully. Eren leaned back, exhausted but satisfied. The Queen's voice filled the hall, resonant with approval. Captain Vale, Scout Arya, you have proven the ultimate measure of your species. Humans are capable of bravery, intelligence, morality, and leadership on a scale rarely observed in the galaxy. Your actions have preserved countless lives, united disparate civilizations, and demonstrated that cooperation and integrity can achieve what force alone cannot. Humanity will always strive to act with courage, wisdom, and respect. You are recognized as equals, allies, and leaders capable of shaping the future. You and your companion will continue to travel, learn, and guide others. Humanity's place in the galaxy is secured, not through conquest, but through honor, wisdom, and courage. Not for glory, not for power, but for the affirmation that humans could rise to challenges greater than themselves and act rightly. Arya stepped beside him. Captain, the universe has many paths. Some will be dangerous, some wondrous, but you have shown that humans can navigate any path with heart and mind together. Not alone, but with allies, friends, and partners. Humanity is ready for the galaxy, and the galaxy has shown it respects our courage and integrity. We thrived because we acted with thought, courage, and respect. That is what it means to be human. But for the first time, he knew humanity had truly found its place among the stars, not as conquerors, but as thinkers, protectors, and collaborators. The future awaited, and humans were ready. With courage, integrity, and partnership, they would rise to every challenge, illuminate the darkness with their ingenuity, and prove that even in the vast expanse of space, the human spirit could shine brighter than the stars themselves. And so, Captain Eren Vale and his crew, with Arya as their guide and ally, sailed forward into the unknown, ready to face whatever the galaxy would bring, with bravery, wisdom, and heart. Humanity had proven itself, and the universe would never forget it.